Hey, buddy. Ah, it's coming along nicely. Oh, what a view. Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, where today we're going to continue working on the pyramid of power to get us 500,000 megawatts of power. God, this view is awesome. No, yeah! So, on the last episode, we were working on the wonderful piping for all these lovely uranium power plants. And boy, do we have some. Check this out. We have a single 600 cubic meter of water for each and every one of these overclocked uranium power plants. That is looking amazing. Unfortunately, this took so much time that we were only able to get two sides of it done. So we still need the other side. As well as one of the other things that needs to be worked on today is the stuff that's actually inside the building. How we're going to set everything up so it actually runs smoothly. We do have quite a decent amount of space down here, but that doesn't mean we are out of the woods just yet, because I want everything to look spectacular down here. So even if I was to run around down here, I'd still be able to find everything and move around. So, if you're ready for a fun adventure, don't forget to strap in and subscribe, for we are about to build some lovely stuff today. Now, in terms of what I have set up down here, if you remember correctly, this is the fuel rod, and this is going to be some of the stuff for the fuel rod. If we look over to our spreadsheet, we see that the nuclear fuel rod is the only thing I oranged out that is completely done. And the two things, the encased uranium cells, as well as the crystal oscillators, that is going to be that setup that I was looking into. And then, of course, I still got to get the assemblers for the electromagnetic control rods, and still got to figure out how to do the manufacturers for the beacons. So let me work on a way to do all that stuff inside, as well as, while I'm at it, where are we going? Right out here. Yes, this side. This is a good side. I still need to figure out the waterfall for this side. Just need to get the piping. So let me work on the piping. That shouldn't take more than like 1,000 hours. Okay, change of plans, and I don't mean because of the color. I was actually just changing the color to show off for Jace, because I know how much he likes that nice little Billie Eyelash green. And then, of course, the hot pink just it was just fun. But back here in the last episode, I was showing you guys that I was building this lovely little railway station. Now, originally, I had these in the middle over mirror, and I just kept looking at it, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it that it was coming right into there, especially with Update 5 coming out, and they want to put, like, signaling and stuff like that. So I figured a section like this would have been really good. And the best part about this is there is about, wait, let me see if I can do it. So as you can see right here, there is 6 lovely foundations in between each and every one of these, which is all great and good, but look at this one. It's also 6 as well, which will give us the nice little 4 for our nice little train station. So a 4 platform going there, and then we'll have that going on. The only problem I thought is, like, once this train goes out, does it have to go all the way down to the end of the line before it can actually, like, turn around? And that's when I was thinking about doing a nice little roundabout over here. And I cut this one in half, like I cut it down, and I'm like, what can I do for a roundabout? Because if I take the foundations again, if I do, like, say 3 on that side, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, as well as 3 on this side, I could do something with the railways. Come on, turn. Turn. Why does it not want to turn? It is evil. Oh, wait, no. So, one of the things you ought to know is that if you put down a railway system, you gotta put one off to the side going straight. Then this one will turn, otherwise it'll come straight at it. So what do we got? Let's see. This will be a nice 7 by 7, and then we could basically have it come over here And this one comes over here. We should be able to get rid of all this stuff. And then we have a perfect circle. Yay. Then what I'm thinking is if I take this one and put it over here, take this one, put it over here, and do the other thing on the other side, we will have a perfect circle roundabout. And the best part about it is, too, I can actually take one going over here and coming out this way. So if I have I can have it as a four-way intersection, kind of. Although I should change up this little puppy right here. Maybe have these ones like turn sideways. So it's like a four-way electrical magnetic. Blah, blah, blah. So basically, it'd be like a four-way. Oh God, what do you call it? Power line? Yeah, we need like a four-way power line for this as well. Oh, and then what we can do is we can actually grab the lights to it as well. I'm thinking. Wait, is that gonna be difficult because it's on there? No. So I would have to actually delete these. Then I could grab my light, build that right here. So we have a nice perfect light, and then of course, then we connect it perfectly like that. And we'll have a nice light that goes underneath it. That's amazing. It looks like it even attaches to there. Nice. But I want to change this up a little bit. I don't like the fact that it's like a complete helicopter thing. Maybe have it coming down at an angle. I'll work on that a little bit more while I'm doing it, and then go back into the piping. But I might want to change these colors back, because the pink and the green, it's starting to hurt my eyes. Oh well, back at it. 4 hours later. 4 hours to do this side as well as the other side, and I finished my little roundabout. Check this baby out. I freaking love it. So we got this up here perfectly, and then it goes down, kind of like holds itself together a little bit. I even made what I was talking about, the 4 interchange power pole line or whatever, which is going to be great because like once I get the power poles going from like there to here and then all the sides and everything, it's going to work so out. It's going to work so perfectly. Oh, and it looks really good from underneath as well. I just have to figure out exactly how I'm going to do all the power lines so that they don't crisscross. Because like right here, the power lines go down in the center, no problem. But if it comes straight into that one, it's going to go right into the train. And I really don't want any clipping. So what I'm thinking is if I bring it to here, bring it down underneath, and then to here, and then have that go up, at least, you know, it won't, I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But you'll see. It'll be fine. But anyway, that is 4 hours worth of fun. And this is pretty much set up. I put a roundabout over here as well as a roundabout over there. So if the train's coming down and it turns around, or it's coming down this way, it can also turn around and go into either one of these stations, so it doesn't have to go all the way back to base to turn around. So I think this is looking really good. I love it. I love the look of this. It's so clean, so beautiful. But of course, it's on water. So imagine this on like the ground or anything. Oh, it's not going to be so clean. But the way that I have this set up is I'm going to be able to, and you can see right here, go around the side of the map, then get all the way over here, go down over here, and maybe stop in this area. Get rid of that map. So basically, I'll have a train like over here, coming down, over here, coming all the way down, over here, and then my main base will be in this general area over here. So that way, at least I have a train going all the way across the world in the spots that I actually care about. Nothing good's ever over here. And then maybe we'll have some trains that go like in and out through everything else. Who knows? So I went up for each and every level like I was doing before, making the encased uranium cells and the crystal oscillator manufacturers attached to each and every one, going all the way to the top. Then the next thing was I had to figure out how to make the the electromagnetic control rods. So I decided to put them over here. I had this nice little setup over here, was able to get 8 lovely assemblers. Then I had it going up, going over, and going in. And then I'll basically just have this like coming down and going out and figure out something from there. What I'm actually thinking is if I take this one and get rid of it, then turn this one around, what I can do is I could just have this come down, boom, and then have the extra one come out, maybe split around and do a couple different things. That's what I'm thinking, because it's got to go into a lot of different machines. Maybe I can do something like I did with this, where there was at a corner and it was splitting up each and every floor. Probably make something and then just have it going down, going down, going down. As for the electromagnetic control rods, I wanted to set up the lovely stuff for the, over here, the stators, and then I had it perfectly going in and going up. And oh my god, doing this right here was so annoying. But it does look really cool. And I kind of put this right here as a way of saying, like, this is what's holding it up to the ceiling, because I kind of didn't want it to just hanging from the ceiling. So that's the electromagnetic control rods. We got the stators for that. Well, it kind of looks like a zipper. Hold on, let me turn the light off. Kind of looks like a zipper when they're next to each other. That's kind of really cool. And this one right here is for the other thing, which is the high-speed connectors. And we need quite a bit indeed, of our high-speed connectors to make these electromagnetic control rods. So as you can see, I separated it from everything. So as you can see, for the nuclear fuel rods, the only set of machines left I need is beacons. And the electromagnetic control rods are set all the way. So for the encased uranium cells, I need silica, and of course the quick wire, which is going to be a big pain in the butt, and then some base items. We're going to worry about all the base items at the end. So I've done it. I finished off the lovely beacons. But unfortunately, I kind of just threw them in a corner. Nothing too special. Ah, what a beautiful day. But unfortunately, this is the part in the video where we throw a huge wrench in our project. See, as I was saying before, I was working on the lovely uranium fuel rods, trying to make my 43.2. Unfortunately, what I forgot was, once this turns on, I'm going to be making tons of uranium waste. And I have nowhere for that uranium waste to go. I don't have any backup, any systems, and I definitely don't want to pull a kibitz and just like have everything grinded to a halt. So why not, and wait for it, why not I start on my plutonium fuel rod setup? If I get this up and running and working, I won't have to worry about a damn thing once the other stuff is up and running. And the best part about that is, remember this little monstrosity I have over here? You know, that just gets totally radiated as soon as I get near it? Well, this little bad boy over here is completely filled with lovely uranium waste. And we need to get away from here because that's really loud and annoying. Sorry about that. But I've been having these lovely 10 uranium fuel plants running for quite some time. So if I bring the uranium waste into this thing and have the plutonium fuel rod set up, I see where I'm going. You see where I'm going? I can just basically get rid of all the waste over there, as well as know that everything is ready to go for this. So in terms of plutonium fuel rod, a lot of the top three items that we need are going to be in assemblers. So we're going to have the plutonium fuel rods themselves, as well as encased plutonium cells, a nice pressure conversion cube or whatever, and you know, that are all going to be done in assemblers. So we got to figure out how to set up everything for that, and I have quite the idea. Remember this over here, the electromagnetic control rod? Yes, we got this lovely little bad boy set up, ready to go with 8 good old assemblers. Well, I have 4 corners, so I decided to set up 6 over here, 6 over here, and 6 over there. And what are these 6 doing? Well, these 6 over here to the north are going to make my pressure conversion cubes. At 2.5, this will make me everything that I need. Unfortunately, I needed about 12 assemblers, even fully overclocked. So I have 6 over there and 6 over there doing the same exact thing. They're all making the plutonium fuel rods, which will be perfect because I'll have some over here and I'll have some over there. So kind of separate the radioactiveness. And then if we go underneath, we can actually see how this is going to be set up. Like I did for that one, I also built in this nice, lovely little structure. And then I have a two-way setup. Right down here, this is my encased plutonium cells. So all the encased plutonium cells are going to come here, merge together, go up and separate for there. But that's not all of them. That's only half of them. The other half is actually on the other side over there doing the same thing. Now remember, over here in the north, we have the pressure cubes. Well, those pressure cubes are actually going to come down here, get split in half, and then half is going to go over there to take care of those assemblers, while the other half is going to go and take care of the other side. Isn't that fun? So not only does that take care of our plutonium stuff that we need extra space for, we also have the pressure cubes and some other little good stuff down here as well. I've been quite busy on this one, but this one I like a lot better because everything kind of fits in like really snug, and I like it. As for this stuff down here, we have this lovely guy. This is making our fused modular frames. Now this is what we need for the pressure cubes, as well as the radio control units. And that's what these are over here. We got 4 over here, as well as 4 over there. And they're looking pretty good. And then, of course, we got them going together and going up. Although I couldn't do the zipper thing that I had before. I missed the zipper. Hey, how did I do the zipper? Oh, yeah, I had the thing coming from the top to the bottom. Oh, well, this still looks nice. I like it. So we have this going on over here. So we got our pressure cubes, we have our nice little fuse stuff, our radio control units. Let's go look on the list and see what else we need. So that is the fuel rods done, the plutonium cells, and the conversion cubes, as well as the fused modular frames and the radio control units. So we'll color all those to mark them as done. We have the cells and the conversion cubes hooked up. We also have the fused modular frame and the radio control units also hooked up. So we'll have those done. So the next big things to use are the particle accelerators and some blenders. Now, unfortunately, even if I wanted to, I couldn't fit a particle accelerator up here. Maybe down here. Oh, wait! I already did. I've literally been working on this for quite some time. So we have 4, count them, 4 particle accelerators, but unfortunately, where are we at? They're all fully overclocked because I may have a lot of space down here, but I have a lot of things to go. And it's not just these 4, it's those 4 as well. We also have the lovely blenders over here, and this is going to take care of our non-fissiled uranium. So all our non-fissile uranium is going to be made here, and then it's going to come over here to be made into plutonium pellets by using even more uranium waste. Now the way this is done is this is a 2500 kind of setup, so you would think, you know, okay, so that's a weird number to do. But the way that I figured this out is I put it in a spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet told me that it is a 3-to-1 ratio. So this is going to be 25% for the lovely plutonium pellets, as well as a 75% for the non-fissiled uranium. Now, there are ways to use even less uranium waste and make it go even further, but the idea behind this is I'm going to be just sinking these plutonium pellets. So the most uranium waste that I can waste, well, that's fun to say, the most waste I can waste is a good thing, actually. But this also takes care of the non-fissiled uranium, as well as the plutonium pellets. And we haven't hooked them up into the system just yet, so it's just going to be these 2, and we'll count them as done. But the lovely concrete. As you can see all the way down here, we need a lot of concrete. A lot. That is about 1,600 concrete, or 20 refineries. Funny story on that, I decided to put the concrete all the way over here. And I had a good setup for it. See, I have 4 and 4, almost fully overclocked. I think, what are we producing? About 160 each. So we got 4 over here, as well 4 over there. And they're pretty much ready to go. Now, the reason I split them up on the belt is because, well, let's face it, 160 times 4 is definitely going to fit on a 780 belt, where 160 times 8 is not. Then I just need to bring them up. I think it's to this one right here. Isn't it this one? I feel like it's this one. There we go. Plutonium pellets as well as concrete. So this half that's going to be making the plutonium pellets, plus this half of the concrete, is going to go up into here. So if I kind of merge them over together, I got them pretty good. Then I just need to bring over the uranium waste. And boy, howdy, did I figure out something stupid to do with that. So I have it over here in the center, where one of them is split into half, putting half into the other one and only putting half through. So that'll give us the 25% that we need and make the other one a 75%. Then they just come all the way down. By the way, gotta say, I love these nice wall mounts on top of these things, the pillar tops or the pillar bases, because they fit so perfectly in the center and they look good. Like, they look really good. Then I just have it coming over, and then of course I'm gonna have it twisting around, which I don't know why, but that just kind of looks good. Although the clipping on that is no bueno. I could probably fix that, but we'll worry about that later. But anyway, that's going to come down for the 25% for this one. And then, of course, once we start putting the stuff in here, the 75% will go in there. And I'm going to grab the uranium waste from the other one once everything is hooked up but waste, and test this out. And once it works, oh, it's going to be so great. I'm going to get rid of all that waste and know my system is foolproof. Boy, howdy, I sure do like building. Did we get more stuff going on over here. Look at these little guys. Don't they look cool? I wonder what they're making. Sulfuric acid. Yay. So we got the sulfuric acid gone, done, ready to go, and actually put into the system. This looks beautiful, by the way. Also, I found something really cool. So when I was making the blenders, I put one of these nice little conveyor lifts up and over. Then I had the pipes set up ready to go. The way that you have these is like the perfect height for having the belt across it, where it's actually not in there. So you can actually have 2 of these with no problem. Easy peasy. Best way to do it, take a foundation, grab the foundation 2-meter one, and then you can basically have one of these. And even if you get rid of that, you can actually put the one underneath it. And it kind of looks like they stack, and it's perfect. Like, literally perfect. Look at that. But what you do is you then have these two going across. Now, this is awesome. I put a splitter on both sides and just had the ones going into the center, and it took it perfectly. And you could probably make it a little bit more compact if you wanted to, but damn, does that look good. Oh my god, I love it. And that takes care of the blender stuff. And the best part about the sulfuric acid is these little guys right here actually produce 15 water per minute. Now, of course, this is times 2.5, so that's what, like 75 or whatever? Anyway, the amount of water that this produces is exactly the amount of water needed to turn this sulfur into sulfuric acid. So this will be a perfectly closed system. Onto that other pipe that you saw hooked up and going into the system, well, this right here, this is my lovely nitric acid. Now, what I did for this one, I have half of it going down here for that system, and the other half going over there, but not really half. So basically, these 4, plus a little in the middle, and then those 4, plus a little in the middle, are taking care of the blenders down there for the nitric acid. But the rest of the nitric acid actually gets merged together in the center and goes up this little pipe for this little guy, which also needs nitric acid. So now all my nitric acid for both systems is being made in one spot. But that doesn't mean that's all I did, because unfortunately, I needed silica. Lots and lots of silica. So much silica. And I needed it set up properly. So the way that I have these going is each one is making 58.33333 per minute. Then I have some merged together, about 9 I think it is, and those go down for the system over there. And then the rest of them get merged into the center, and then of course those 9 go for the system over there. So we're doing pretty good on the system. We got the main objective complete, set, ready to go. We got the second string, not too bad, everything's done in there. The third string is coming along quite nicely. We need a few heavy hitters, like the heavy modular frames, high-speed connectors, and heat sinks, so those are going to be a big pain in the butt, as well as the fuel. The fuel is going to be my next big issue, as if you look down here, what I wanted to do for the fuel is I wanted to have refineries set up to make the rubber that I need for the whole system. But it'll also produce heavy oil residue. Heavy oil residue will be used for petroleum coke as well as fuel. Now, I'm thinking about changing this to the other system. If anybody's seen one of my previous videos when I was doing the setup for the batteries, you can see that I had a different setup than this, making the plastic that I needed. So with the rubber, I might switch it up. We'll see. But anyway, let's continue building on stuff. We have a lot of room, but yes, a lot more things to get through. So we want to set everything up and have it continue to look really good. Like, I love the setup that we got going so far. Hopefully I have plenty of room still to go, because I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but I think we have quite a bit of room. I don't want to use the front just yet, because that's going to be for the uranium setup. I want to keep all the plutonium stuff back here. So let's continue and see how we go. Look at all of this. All of this. All these lovely refineries over here are making the rubber. But anyway, that's not the only thing that's down here, is this side right here, where we have even more heavy oil residue. Yay! So 7 of these are making heavy oil residue. Yes, 7 refineries making heavy oil residue. To go into 5 refineries making petroleum coke. So these lovely things that are making the petroleum coke, well, this last one over here, this last one is going to be making fuel, and then the fuel is going to come down, go over here, and then of course it's going to go up the system, and then go all the way around to this guy, which is taking care of my fused modular frames. So that means the fuel's done, the nitric acid's done, I just need the heavy modular frames and the aluminum ingots. And then of course I built the same thing on the other side, so that's set up and looking quite nicely, I do say so myself. And I use this little space over here in the center to make something else. This over here is making my lovely quartz crystals. And what do I need those for? Well, let's follow where they go. So they go up, and up, and up, and over, and in to these little puppies over here making the radio control unit. So the quartz crystals are done. I just need the high-speed connectors as well as the heat sinks. And boy howdy did I finish everything over here and make it look really good. Although I did something really cool. I love this. I don't know why. So I accidentally built 4 manufacturers, 2 over here and 2 over here, when I only needed to build 2 manufacturers of the radio controls here and 2 over there. I needed 4 total, not 8 total. So I cut them down, and then I put 2 more manufacturers over here. Now these manufacturers are producing the heavy modular frames, but I wanted to merge them down, and I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to do like too many weird things. So I put them together. So this is going to be radio control units and heavy modular frames. Then I put a smart splitter to split them off. so that it goes under the system and into there, and voila, the heavy modular frames actually goes in here. So the only thing I need left is aluminum ingots to finish off this system. Oh, and I bet some of you are wondering what this extra line is here that magically appeared. Well, I was doing all this work, and then I was trying to figure out where am I going to put all my lovely plutonium fuel rods? Because I'm just going to throw them in a sink, right? But then I'm like, what if I need more power later on? And then I just get rid of them all. I'm only producing 15 per minute. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, what if I bring them out over to here and put them in a drone? So we got our nice little plutonium process drone out here, and of course, it's looking pretty snazzy where it is. Then I just fly it off to somewhere on the map, and I just start storing plutonium fuel rods. Then let's say I need them later on, all I have to do is hook them up, and bam! Even more power. I mean, if this is not enough power, I don't know what is, but at least I'll have plenty of plutonium fuel rods, and this place right here won't have too much radiation. Although I still gotta figure out exactly where I'm gonna put them, but that's gonna be set up before I have this place up and running. I definitely don't want to shoot myself in the foot and not have everything, like, taken care of before I, start everything up. Because I am going to be making a lot of things in here. Now, granted, I could have brought the stuff back down and just thrown them in... Wait, where were they at? In our nice little awesome sink down here, but, it is what it is. I like having it up there, and it looks pretty cool. But that is going to be it for me today, guys. If you do like the video, don't forget to like. If you found this enjoyable, you can always subscribe. Support the channel. Support me. Let us be a team together. But that is going to be it for me today. Until next time, we will go to week 16 of building this lovely pyramid of power. I gotta say, we have been doing such a fantastic job on this. This is looking amazing, and it's all thanks to you guys. All the support and the love really makes this shine. But anyway, I'm Drawing Chaos, and that's it for me. You guys have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Bye, buddy.